Hammad and Zain, childhood friends, grew up in a small town surrounded by hills. Raised by parents who valued generosity and helping others, they were instilled with the importance of charity from an early age. They believed that a person's worth was not defined by material wealth, but by their willingness to serve and help those in need. One year, a terrible storm swept through their town, causing widespread destruction. Homes were damaged, families were displaced, and the market was flooded. People were left without basic necessities like food, clothing, and shelter. It was a disaster that no one had prepared for, and the need for help was urgent. As the storm raged on, both Hammad and Zain knew they couldn't stand by and watch. They immediately discussed how they could help their community. Hammad, with his outgoing nature, decided to take charge and organize a relief effort. Zain, being more thoughtful and strategic, agreed to assist in any way he could. They knew their faith in Allah and the teachings of Islam would guide them in this challenging time. Hammad started by reaching out to the wealthier families in the town. He knew that they had the resources to help and began collecting donations of food, clothing, and blankets. His leadership and determination inspired many, but the task was not easy. The town was devastated, and many families were also struggling themselves. Zain, though less outgoing, took on a crucial role. He worked behind the scenes, networking with neighbors and gathering medical supplies. He also coordinated volunteers, making sure the aid reached the people who needed it most. Zain was patient and reflective, always reminding the volunteers of the importance of sincerity and the purpose behind their work, to please Allah and help others. As the days passed, Hammad and Zain faced numerous challenges. Roads were blocked and the donations were not arriving fast enough. At one point, they ran out of food and supplies to distribute. Despite the setbacks, they refused to give up. They turned to their faith, remembering that Allah tests His servants to see their perseverance and sincerity. Throughout the ordeal, Hammad and Zain continually reminded each other of the Islamic teachings on charity. They recalled the hadith, "The best of people are those who are most beneficial to others," and they knew that their actions, however difficult, were pleasing to Allah. Their faith became the anchor that kept them going even in the face of adversity. As their efforts gained momentum, something beautiful began to happen. The community started coming together. People who were once strangers became partners in this relief effort. They worked together to rebuild homes, distribute food, and care for the sick. The spirit of unity and compassion became a powerful force, reminding everyone of the strength of community in Islam. Weeks passed, and slowly but surely, the town began to recover. Homes were rebuilt, families were resettled, and the aid provided by Hammad, Zain, and the volunteers made a lasting impact. The town was not just physically restored, but its people were spiritually uplifted, having come together to support one another in the way that Islam teaches. As the storm became a distant memory, Hammad and Zain reflected on their journey. Their friendship had deepened through this shared experience, and they realized that the true reward was not in recognition or material gain, but in the satisfaction of having helped those in need. The town had learned a valuable lesson about charity, unity, and faith, and the spirit of giving remained alive long after the storm had passed. Hammad and Zain's efforts had shown that, with Allah's guidance, any challenge could be overcome through selflessness and community.